Alrighty then. Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 1062. Character building in a long series. So you don't want to reveal everything about the character in the first book because, hey, he's your character. He's your guy. He's your girl. He's the person that's going to make things happen. So readers, keep in mind, readers want more of the same but different. So here's your character. 6'4", blue eyes, blonde hair, 6'1", round, whatever. Be consistent with that. Make sure the eye color doesn't change. Make sure the facial hair doesn't change. Make sure this stuff is consistent. So get that down. Now, the good news is you can reiterate that once per every new book in a series. So, as you say, 6'4", blue eyes, blonde hair. There you go. There's your character. Reveals about the character traits. Minimize that. Give them just enough to get through the story that you're telling. Now, you can't do everything about a character. Characters should be incredibly complex because humanity is incredibly complex. Keep your characters in mind of their traits. What's important to this story? If you do that, then you're not going to reveal everything. That's going to save you stuff that you can use later. Because later down the road, you just want to give little snippets, little nuggets that you put on the ground that the reader will follow through the series. The long-lost brother, the sister that he never knew, the half-sister, the parents adopted, all that kind of stuff has been used before, but has it been used by you? How can you work that in, if that matters? Maybe they were raised well, parents in a good home, born and raised in the same house till they went away to college. Okay, that's great. Still, a lot of stuff happens, even though they're what you might call insular. A lot of stuff happens. How do you reveal those character traits? Flashbacks? Do you actually go back and put the character in that situation? Maybe. Flashbacks kind of jerk the reader back and forth. So maybe it's just a reveal. Oh man, I remember in high school we did that. We snuck out back and smoked behind the dumpsters. Well, why would you do that? And then you can go into the foibles, peer pressure, or I liked it, or I didn't actually smoke, or whatever it might be. I just wanted to look like one of the cool kids. Whatever that might be, but just reveal a little at a time. Now, character traits plus the flaw that gets fixed in the story. Usually there's a flaw, and the character works on it. So they're working on it, but if they end exactly as they started, that's not as compelling as ending having fixed something or working on something to improve, recognizing it. And that's you shine the spotlight on that behavior that you want to change. So you highlight it and they work on it. Strengths and flaws are based on perspective. So what I might consider a strength might be somebody else's flaw, depending on what they're doing. Like me, I'm perfectly happy sitting here at home, not interacting with humanity. Voice a little rough because the weekend had Comic-Con. I talked to a gazillion people. So perfectly happy being home here. Some people, that would be torture. Oh man, I got to get out. I got to humanize. I got to people. The extroverts, I think those people are crazy. Don't tell them. Perspective. So make sure you maintain that perspective for the character, whatever their character traits are. Little reveals. Keep consistent. You can recycle stuff. And that's the good thing about later books. Recycle it because readers want more of the same, but different. So then you throw in a little bit extra each time. Make it consistent. Make sure you capture, hey, blue eyes, but he's got green flecks in there if you look really close. Ah, cool. Save that for the third book. Don't put that in the first book unless it's really important to the plot. So there you go. That's it for characters. Don't reveal everything in that first book. Boy, that really hamstrings you for later when you're trying to say, oh man. And then you get creative. And then that's where the long lost half sister from a deputy undersecretary mother might come from. So yeah, don't do that. Don't put yourself in that kind of hole. Peace, fellow humans.